Next up on WTV, a continuation of an exclusive interview with Frisco ISD Superintendent Mike Waldrop, this week's edition of Trivia, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Tuesday, September 8th, and I'm Cooper Ragle with today's Daily Update, brought to you by Wingspan TV. Leading the way for Frisco ISD the past 3 years is Superintendent Dr. Mike Waldrop. Today, we'll be continuing on with part 2 of 3 of this exclusive interview.
Some of the same information is part of that state information. They also want to know some additional information. They want to know some things about attendance and some other things. But for the most part, it's the same information. They just want it in a different form, and they want it on they want a weekly report. It's a little bit different for virtual students. There's a time when they check in during the day, and then there are things that virtual students have to do in terms of like reporting, I guess submitting their work at different times and various things like that that we use to make sure that they're involved and engaged in the learning. So it's a little bit different when you're a virtual learner, but we still gather information that lets us know that you guys are active and attentive and engaged in the learning. Right now we have a COVID-19 campus protocol. And it's on our website if you want to look at it. And it details very specifically what we will do when we encounter a positive case and how we will communicate and who gets that information. Of course, everyone has access to the dashboard, but even internally, there's a lot of communication going on between departments and between individuals so that everybody knows on a daily basis, we know if we have people that have symptoms or if we have people that have tested positive for COVID-19. So there's a lot of information being passed around internally, and then our communications department has done a tremendous amount of work on preparing the letters that go out to parents and different kinds of communication and working with the media and all that stuff. So we've really got a nice coordinated effort built around that so that everybody that needs to know that information has it and has it in a timely fashion. You know, that's one of the areas that, I said those different groups have been working for months. That's another group that's just spent months working on how to best deliver special education services to our special education students. And I don't know if you're aware, many of our special education students we've already brought back to the campus because it was really very difficult, if not impossible, for us to serve some of the needs of those students virtually. We really had to serve their needs in person. So we brought them back when you guys all started first day of virtual instruction. That was the first day of in-person instruction for a lot of our special education students. So we've done a lot of planning in that area too.
With COVID-19 still very much a concern for many people, most health experts are encouraging people to get flu shots this year to help reduce a possible burden on hospitals and the medical field. And for campus employees, getting a flu shot could be as simple as walking to the library. WTV's Audvik Dixit explains.
The Frisco ISD annual flu shot clinic for employees and their insured family members is underway and makes a stop on campus tomorrow in the library from 3:30 to 5 p.m. And due to COVID-19 restrictions, all participants must register online and there are no walk-up appointments available. Participants are required to have their consent forms filled out along with photocopies of their insurance card and driver's license, and they are required to wear face masks. Not all insurance plans will cover the flu shots tomorrow, so make sure to check on the district's website before scheduling an appointment. Reporting for WTV, I'm Audvik Dixit.
On this week's edition of Trivia, WTV's TJ KRILOWCIZ tests students' knowledge on board games.
Hello and welcome to Wingspan Trivia. I'm your host TJ KRILOWCIZ, and today we'll be testing students' knowledge on board games.
Most popular board game is Monopoly. I think if I had to guess, it would probably be Monopoly.
Three chess pieces. There's the king, the queen, and the pawns.
Okay, one's my last name, so bishop, queen, and king.
The pawn, the rook, and like the bishop.
If you land on the free parking, you just get however much money's in the middle. It's not like set.
Like, I don't know, $200.
Like 500.
There are 5 battleships per player. Nope, don't use that. There's 5 battleships per player.
Like, 8?
How many ships you get in Battleship? I think it's 5.
Reporting for WTV, this is TJ KRILOWCIZ.
Back again, WTV's TJ KRILOWCIZ previews tennis on today's Sports Minute.
Seeking a longer playoff run than last year's first-round exit, the Redhawks tennis team begins its quest for the playoffs with a District 9-5A match against the Centennial Titans. The start of the season was delayed when the UIL postponed the start of all sports seasons for 5A and 6A schools. The Redhawks will play each district team once with all 9 matches taking place in a 4-week window, with the team playing nearly every Tuesday and Friday until mid-October. Today's matchup versus Centennial is set to start at 4 p.m. at Centennial. For WTV, this is TJ KRILOWCIZ.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. For any announcements, have your club sponsor email libertywingspanstaff@gmail.com. That's it for today's daily update. This is Cooper Ragle for Wingspan TV.